Hey y'all, author Juli D. Revezzo here. I just wanted to jump in and record you a little tutorial for how to use the backlist tracker that I offered in my last video. If you haven't seen it, I'll link it here. Let's get into it, shall we? Here. Now, when you click the link, it's going to throw up this page here that says copy document. So then you're going to just make a copy. Okay, so here's the backlist tracker spreadsheet. And if when you first open it, all you see is it starting with, even if you've started out, just go up into the corner and click it, double click maybe, and you'll be able to read the whole thing. It starts with when you have a large backlist. So I hope you'll find this useful as you progress in your writing career. So here we have the series tracker. First thing you're going to do is start, wherever you want, really, but I always start with the series, the Lost Slipper Society. That's my newest series. Book 1, A Waltz Before Midnight. And then here you put the number in series, put the year released, genre, sweet, Victorian, romance. And if you make a mistake, you can go up here, or want to change anything, change it here and it changes it in the box. I like Victorian, so that's what I call it. And then for heat level pairing, say, like me, I write sweet romance, so I would put 1 based on the Romance Writers of America heat level list. And then you can also put male female if that's what you write, male male if that's what you write, female female if that's what you write, MFM if that's what you write. This is the most complicated part, or time consuming, I guess, because this is where we have to go collect all these URLs. This is why you're making this tracker, so you never have to do this again. So you scroll down here into the product details section. If that doesn't work, because sometimes it does, there we go. If that doesn't work, because sometimes it doesn't, you can just go up here and paste it. ISBN. I like to get mine from Barnes & Noble. Oops. That's not Barnes & Noble, that's my web store. Barnes & Noble. Product details. And by the way, my book has nothing to do with or is anything like Heated Rivalry. Copy the ISBN, paste, and if your background color changes, you just go up here and change it back. Date of last promo, let's say the 16th. $2026. That happens sometimes. I wouldn't worry about it. And then your next column is, if you're in KU, you can click that. Or if it's wide, in my case, I'm wide, so I would click that. And KU has recently said that you can put your books in libraries, so I added a column for that. You can just click that. Is your book in Kobo Plus? Yes, my book is in Kobo Plus. Distributors. This is the list of everybody I could think of. Amazon, Audible, Barnes & Noble, BookBaby, Book Vault, Draft Digital, excuse me, Google Books, if you have an audiobook that's in audio, iTunes, Kobo, Kobo Audio, Lulu, and Smashwords. I know Smashwords is part of Draft Digital, but they do their own promos, so if you wanted to keep track of that, that's why I included them. Now for the synopsis. this is why you're doing this. So scroll back up here. Or if you have this saved anywhere else, just pull it from there. Copy. Right click, paste. If I have these set to wrap the text. If it doesn't wrap for some reason, you just touch the letter up here and it will highlight the whole column, and then click wrap. Series description. This is something that Amazon uses for their series pages. So I've been adding these to all my series since they introduced that. You just copy, paste, wrap, and if your synopsis splits like this, just go and cut it from there and go up here. You have to scroll all the way to the end of the synopsis. And then paste it in. It doesn't make it pretty, but at least you get the entire synopsis in one box. Okay, so that's pretty much explanatory. Then you just drop your links in here. I like to differentiate them with, where they're coming from, books to read and my website kind of thing. And then this tab here is for reviewers. So every time you send a book out to a reviewer, you can put their name here. For instance, Raven Queen Book Reviewer. This isn't a real book reviewer as far as I'm aware. Raven Queen Books Reviewed. Always.com. That's not real either. And then your book title. And then the number in the series, and then this is for if they accepted it or rejected it, and then this drop down here is for where they posted the review. Amazon, BookBub, BookTube, channel, blog, Goodreads, Instagram, TikTok. And if you need to add more, or if more come out later on, you can just click the edit button and just add it. And that's pretty much it. So don't forget to make a copy first before you start filling things in. And if you want it, the link to subscribe and get it will be in the description below. And thank you for watching. All right, that's it. I hope it was helpful. Hope you enjoy using the tracker, and if you like, here's another set of videos I think you might enjoy.